Hello viewer, my name is Andrew. During Season 3 of World of Warcraft Shadowlands expansion, I played the healing role in Mythic Plus dungeons. At the outset of the season, I set myself the goal of obtaining each dungeon portal by timing a plus 20 key in each dungeon. I'm very excited to say that I accomplished this goal in the very last week of the season. In this video, I'm going to go over my thoughts on the season as a whole, what was fun, what wasn't fun, how the classes I chose felt to play, and any other little interesting tidbits that might come up over my adventures. First off, the character that I obtained the portals on was Holy Priest, which happened to be the meta choice for the season. I also played Restoration Shaman up to about 2,800 rating, along with Holy Paladin, Restoration Druid, and Mistweaver Monk at more of a casual level. My entire plan was to make sure that I had each healer ready to go once a best class was kind of decided upon by the community. And in fact, I began the season mainly focusing on Restoration Shaman before fully committing to Holy Priest. As a priest main since Warlords of Draenor, which was almost 8 years ago, I was a little disappointed with the playstyle of Holy at first. While the legendary power of choice, Flash Concentration, is incredibly powerful, I found that the constant maintenance requirements were tedious and at times aggravating. This might have been slightly due to the fact that I put an air horn sound as the reminder from when the buff was about to fall off, but that's besides the point. Additionally, I had some growing pains with the Kyrian Priest ability Boon of the Ascended. I know it's a crowd favorite for many Holy Priests, but I found that the ability recharging super fast and needing to alternate between two different abilities, one with a cooldown, one without a cooldown, and then the amount of time or which buttons to press based on your haste levels differed. All of that was just kind of frustrating to learn at first. But, after spending enough time with it, I got familiar with it and all the little quirks and became comfortable enough to be able to use it effectively. Comparatively, Restoration Shaman's healing and damage rotations were easy to figure out, understand, and they felt powerful to use. I particularly enjoyed the damage component of the class. Using the Deep Tremor legendary to affix a permanent earthquake to your rock elemental is super fun to use. We finally referred to my earth elemental as Dwayne, as in Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Furthermore, Vesper Totem, the Kyrian Shaman's Covenant ability, is really easy to understand and resulted in significant burst damage when used properly. This distinction between two top healing specs for the season is the primary reason it took me so long to fully commit to going for the portals on the Holy Priest. As for the other 4 healing specs, I really enjoyed the melee playstyle of Holy Paladin. While Necrolord was certainly the correct choice due to some extreme synergies with Paladin's tier set bonus, I personally much prefer Venthyr's Ashen Hollow, as it's an enormously impactful button to press, and it just feels good. It's just good. The few times I did play Restoration Druid, I also really enjoyed the gameplay. Healing Druid's method of doing damage by shifting into different forms presents an engaging challenge that can be fun to solve even at lower difficulties of Keystones. Mistweaver Monk is a class I don't really have much of an opinion on. And finally, I never had enough time or resources to craft a legendary in order to even give Discipline a try this season. Now, with all of that information, we can of course make a fun tier list, as in which classes were the most fun to play. So, number 1 most fun class to play, in my opinion, is Holy Paladin Venthyr. That goes in the category of I actively wanted to play this class from time to time. On the next row, we've got Restoration Shaman. I really enjoyed all the different tools that Shaman brought to play. Having a kick is just kind of a good enough thing to make it really fun and engaging to play in keys. Necrolord Paladin also goes in the feels good to play A tier, along with, surprisingly, Druid, for just the very interesting, fun, constantly shifting gameplay that you get with the Restoration Druid. In the neutral category, this is, neither good nor bad. Monk, Holy Priest, not saying anything about their power levels, just as far as what's actually fun. Holy Priest and Monk go there. And then finally, Discipline. This goes in the not enough flux/time to even try tier. The seasonal affix Encrypted was overall a good experience. I would rank it among the best seasonal affixes that we've had. As with all the best ones, it implemented a kiss/curse mechanic, exchanging some disadvantage for an advantage. Historically, presenting the players of World of Warcraft with interesting choices leads to fun and engaging gameplay, and Encrypted is absolutely no exception. All 3 relic options added useful buffs, but I want to particularly note the stealth, movement speed, and damage reduction buff from Woe, which granted access to different dungeon routing without the need to bring a rogue or invisibility potions. To summarize, on the whole, I enjoyed Shadowlands Season 3. The biggest strength of the season was the seasonal affix Encrypted, and the biggest weakness, in my opinion, was gear acquisition, specifically raid trinkets being highly desirable for Mythic Plus, without a way to acquire them outside of the raid. If you're interested in seeing any of my runs from Season 3, I will link the playlist from all the runs that I have recorded over on my second channel. As for Season 4, I will be maining Outlaw Rogue with Holy Priest as a main alt for whenever my group might need a healer. My goal is once again to obtain all dungeon portals by completing each instance in time at a plus 20 key level or higher. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little retrospective, and I will see you all out in Azeroth. It's a disaster.
I'm trying
It's
to
a
grab
huge
it.
disaster.
No, it's the rip. It's a rip.
It's a mega disaster.
You have the soul stone, right, Andrew?
Technically yes.
Are you in the middle though?
I'm very much in the bottom of the world though.
Oh shit.
What happens if I use the soul stone? Is that bad?
And good.
Okay. Good news is I'm alive.
Really?
The bad news is I'm gonna
He's
need
at the
a
bottom
summon.
of the world still.